move to find out what you can be insured for. But Isaac also told us you can actually get insured for as low as 80 shillings a day for life insurance. So
mbili kwa mtu kama Charles. It's very cheap money.
What are you talking about?
But see, the other thing that I've noticed about what Isaac was talking about was how easy it is to access their services. If you go to akibaplus.co.ke,
yes,
and if you go to Sanlam, if you Google it, actually it's the first thing that pops up. But just the convenience of accessing their services, and also just looking at the numerous insurance products that they offer. It's a very seamless platform. So if you want to join, and if you want to find out about what Isaac does, you can go to akibaplus.co.ke and Sanlam. But before we went, Charles, during that break, there's a question that I had mooted to Mr. Isaac here.
What did you ask Mr. Isaac?
So when we're talking about insurance innovation, there's a question, and now I know you have had enough time to think about how you're going to respond to this. But the question was, are you doing innovation in getting people to access insurance product, or improving insurance products? Where is the innovation part comes when it comes to insurance? Now, here's the thing, Isaac, that I'm sure you and I know. We are privy to this. When it comes to insurance product, we already know what they are. You know what I mean? Health, gari, nyumba, simu. And is there a potential of those products being broadened? Like, I feel like we've already gotten to the maximum amount of products that you can have in insurance coverage. Help me understand this, Isaac.
Yep, absolutely. Within Sanlam, we focus on what is called customer-centric innovation.
Right.
And when you look at that journey, one of the key things that we currently do is actually start off first with the product. So you don't want to bring a traditional product and actually try and, of course, glitter it and sell it as a digital capability. So we start off first by innovating on the product, and how we build our products is, as I mentioned initially, we sit with the customer to understand what their actual needs are. So once we satisfy that critical thing of building empathy and understanding what the customer need is, we then go to the next step, which is to look at then how do we distribute this in a very efficient and effective way. So, and one of the key things that we've done is collaboration, because we want to make sure that insurance becomes a lifestyle. Dennis, how would you imagine if you just drive in with your car, which is insured, into as an example, a Shell petrol station.
Yeah.
And once you fuel your car, you're told that you're actually enjoying discounts, and those discounts will be sent into your pension account. So that's how we are trying to reimagine insurance, because it needs to be a lifestyle. You need to enjoy it as you actually use your day-to-day services.
Are you saying that I should be fueling my car at Shell?
I'm actually saying you should insure with Sanlam.
So that's the first step.
Yes.
And then I might get the other dividends.
Absolutely.
And the other incentives that come with insuring with Sanlam.
Absolutely.
I like that. I like that.
So Isaac, when you talk about the numbers, and I like you said you'll go granular, and I've seen that you are taking care of people who necessarily do not have insurance, and you're targeting boda mamambogas, and basically what in Kenya we call in street lingo kadogo economies. And the volumes are always very high. Do you have the capability and capacity to, if all those numbers get in, will you successfully manage them?
Absolutely, and I think that's a very good and critical question. And I think I would have started off by first picturing who Sanlam is.
Yep.
We're actually the largest non-banking financial institution in Africa.
Right.
And right now we're actually merging with Allianz, which is the largest insurance company in the world. So when you look at those two entities, what we've done is build capacity, both from a technical competency perspective, but also from a financial perspective, as you asked Charles, to be able to actually provide financial confidence for the masses that we want to onboard. You and me, we can agree that there's no way you can actually onboard all those customers using manual processes. And that's why for us, we've been very deliberate in building digital capabilities, so that when it comes to onboarding, servicing, engagement, as well as claims, everything is actually happening in a very, I would say, exciting way using digital capabilities. That's why for us this year we introduced Akiba Plus, because then it gives our customers the reach, but also most importantly, it gives them the service that they would actually need to access in a mobile fast world.
I like that. I like that. Very informative.
So I think because of time, I want us to finish our interview. But what are you looking up to this year in numbers? What was the first, the numbers do you see you'll have in the near future for the number of guys who are onboarding?
Yeah, I think as a fact, I just want to position this so that you understand the opportunity.
Right.
80% of retirees in Kenya depend on what we call black tax, right? From friends, from charity, from their children. One of the key things we've seen within the market, life expectancy is actually growing, which means Charles, we're going to live longer. But also, most importantly, when you talk about the category economy, the cost of living is actually jumping up. And all that means is whatever we're enjoying today in the future is going to become very, very expensive. So for us, we're very ambitious. We want to first hit the first 1 million of Kenyans being able to, of course, begin saving towards their retirement. And how that benefits us as a country is actually we start to reduce what you call the dependency ratio and the Harambes. I mean, they're too much.
They're too much.
Yes. And the beauty about it, then you empower people to now be conscious and take care, of course, of their future. I think one of the key things we normally say, Bona CEO, is you cannot predict the future, but absolutely you have the power to protect the future that you want to have.
That's a quote that can only be given by an insurance guy. That's a very good quote, though. I like it.
You can protect.
You can protect you cannot be able to predict the future, but you can be able to protect the future.
Absolutely.
Very good quote.
And live with confidence.
I like that.
So, Isaac, you've been the head of innovation at Sanlam. So, what other innovations are you guys working on?
Great. So one of the key things that we also want to do from a life insurance perspective, I think when you look at our culture and we talk about funeral, we see it as a taboo. Right, but what we want to do is to be able to embed it as a service, right? So that we give Kenyans what we call a dignified send-off. The other key things that we've actually begun to do is to actually also engage educational institutions, so that if you have a child, Charles, one of the key things that you always worry about is, will my kid actually complete their education?
My school fees one is very high. I was telling this gentleman.
It's not easy. It's not cheap.
Absolutely, it's not. And the scare we have as parents is that if something happens to me, then they will not.
The termination of that process.
Absolutely. And that's the asset you're giving them. That's the Akiba you're actually handing them. So one of the key products you'll see us also roll out would be more of an educational product that actually guarantees you protection for your child until they complete what we call their tertiary education. And that's very basic, because then they get access to what you'd call life-changing skills. And the beauty about it is from that, then they're able to improve their livelihoods. At the end of the day for us, and that's why we have that very special tagline. What we want to ensure is that we can actually embed ourselves across different channels and enable our customers to continuously live with confidence. So that as Charles here comes to SpiceFM, he knows that everything, when it comes to, of course, we are already exposed. You already have a car insurance. You have a life insurance. You have a phone insurance. But one of the key things we've not done very well, I think, as a country, is actually protect what matters: your life, your income, as well as your family. And that's the space that we want to play into.
Quite honestly, Charles, I wish we had so much more time, because there's just so much I think that we can learn from just this gentleman. But I feel like because of time, we would recommend you, audience, to check out their website. That's sanlam.co.ke, and also check out some of the products that they've rolled out this year. That's at akibaplus.co.ke. And Mr. Isaac, thank you so much for being with us today. That has been amazingly informative. And you're always welcome to come back to the show. I don't know what CEO, whether you got something.
No. I think Isaac has really told us a lot of new things which we needed. And audience there out here must really appreciate the fact that you've given us a lot of info, which is good for betterment of their life and of course to plan their future. And the biggest thing is you better plan your future now than wait until you cannot do anything about it. So we really appreciate you, Isaac, and thank you for coming every single day. We invite you when you have time. Please tell guys this.
We'll
is the
have to
station.
reschedule a whole session. Yeah,
Thank you for having me.
yeah. Thank you very much, Isaac, for being here.
Asante sana. Let's get to, before Isaac goes, let's read a few of comments from people out there, and I can see many people are on our live. The Alan Biwot live from Keteg, Nandi Hills, asante sana. There's Pundo Michael Raburu, good evening, listening from Homa Bay. There's Nati Brown, and there's a couple of other guys here who are not there. Daktari Rajab wa Kienyeji, I think you're not there. Rasugu Kaleb and Freddy Kogembo, we see you this afternoon. Asante sana for joining the Spice Drive this day. There are many other guys down here. Let me check. Oh, Tom Munyalo, you said that, let me look for Tom Munyalo. Tom Munyalo complained that I didn't mention him earlier.
Atajwe.
He said, Bwana, Tom Munyalo is also present. Why skip me? Tom Munyalo, my brother, I didn't skip you. You have even sent a message on my phone. My brother, Tom Munyalo, was with me in Thika High School. So I think Tom is a good man. Asante sana, Tom. Nelson Misiko, there are a couple of guys there. There's James, Dan Chestneka, and of course, Jackie. Asante sana. Keep listening. It's Spice Drive every single day, Monday to Friday. We give you only good vibes. Please fasten your seatbelt because the traffic out there is crazy always.
Gets chaotic.
Always listen to Spice Drive every single day. When you come back, we come with more music from the one and only Charm on the 1 and 2.
And also, we have an amazing guest standing on standby. Her name